it's really hard to select a precise political view because I mentioned I'm conservative, but that being said, there's a lot of baggage associated with that label that I don't like either. And when I approach political issues, I don't really kind of treat them in isolation. There's nuance to a lot of political issues that people just don't uncover because they're so worried about protecting kind of their viewpoints on the extremities rather than uncovering like, whoa, there's actually more to the story there.
I've always been kind of in that moderate level, but as I've aged and think in this country now, we're caring less for people than we do for animals. And that worries me, if you will, because I think kind of how I've morphed is I'm called to love people. I'm probably lean a lot more on the liberal side just to say, wait a minute, what are we doing here? I'm kind of like you at a level. I would identify myself more independent. I usually try to look at candidates as to what's the quality of the candidate, R or D, and how are they going to use that in that office.
When people think of what is a conservative Christian, a lot of things come to mind. That's probably a white, rural, MAGA-loving Trump supporter, and I'm none of those things. And I realized, too, looking at myself demographically, as a younger, kind of mid-professional with kids, as someone who is Chinese American, I think I've always never quite fit right in a single box.
Right.
And I think I'm okay with that because being Christian is very important to me. Politically, it's all secondary, but, still kind of libertarian, conservative. But what does that mean? Different things.
Yeah.
And so,
And sometimes it means different things depending on the situation you face.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to morph and move a little bit. I think sometimes it's allowing ourselves to let that happen. And sometimes that's hard.